Hello lovelies, this is Mo and it is the second week of VEGANMOFO. So this week on my blog, what I am doing is I am dedicating it to Vegan Backpacker Week. One of the things that I realized is that there aren't that many vegan resources available. There are some, but it's not as widespread as regular hiking. So I decided to put together a 4-day supply list for vegan food. About 2 pounds a day really works if you're doing a long through hike. It pretty much ensures that you'll get as many calories. I did not go into the science of the nutritionals dealing with carbs or calories per ounce. This is just a 4-day supply of things that I wouldn't grow tired of eating. So let's dig in, okay? Okay, starting with day one, I kind of did the model of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks throughout the day. So we'll start with breakfast. Breakfast is something that you really need to have something that's going to be really sets in your belly, and it keeps you full for a long period of time if you're doing a lot of activities, a lot of hiking, whatever. So oatmeal to me was a natural good start. This one right here is peanut butter, banana, and chocolate chip. All the recipes for these items will be found throughout the week. So tomorrow I'll talk about day one and so on and so forth. I also really like to have something fresh when I'm out doing outdoor adventures for a long time, because so much of the food that you eat is really kind of heavy and dry. So these little cuties to me are worth it. They don't weigh that much, they don't take up that much space, they still give you the fresh juiciness of a fruit and the fiber that I'm looking for in the morning. Also, green superfood. This is really good for energy and getting some vital nutrients in. I will say that the flavor leaves a lot to be desired unless you really like just drinking green drinks straight up. But if you mix it with any sort of flavor packet, you can't really even tell, and you chug it real fast and you get a nice boost of energy in the morning. This is good. For lunch, I try to keep all my lunches strictly in wrap form so that I don't have to think about, I don't know, heating something up, because if you're in the middle of a long hike, you don't necessarily want to take any sort of time to sit down and do this. And I know sometimes when we're camping, I personally would like something fast instead of having to wait for water to boil and all this kind of stuff. So this one right here is, I thought about a tuna wrap. You could do this really easily with chickpeas and dulce and all that kind of stuff, but I did a huge vegan essentials haul and I decided to get this. Some Loma Linda, classic old school brand Loma Linda fishless tuna. This is the blue label lemon pepper. And I have not tried this one, but I am very interested in trying it. I also threw in here some single serving packets of vegan mayo. This stuff you can find it on Amazon. You can find any of the single serving packets that I have up here. You can find them on Amazon for super cheap, less than 10 bucks. And then because I like dill relish in my tuna salad, I just put a little bit of dill in here in these little small Ziploc bags for condiments. So moving on to drinks for lunch. Emergency, good electrolytes. You get your B vitamins in there, you get your vitamin C. It's really good to prevent sickness while you're doing any sort of outdoor activity. We took a road trip in January and I got really sick when we were camping at Joshua Tree, and it was not fun at all. So I pretty much was living on these emergencies. It helped me bounce back pretty quick. I would say I was sick for maybe 36 to 48 hours, and then I started feeling good enough again to where it wasn't bothering me when we were camping. So dinner, this is a hiker classic. I had never tried this before I started researching about long distance through hikes. It's called a ramen bomb. This right here is my favorite ramen. It's called Nong Shim Soon Veggie Noodle Soup. You can get this if you live in South Texas, you can get this at H-E-B. You can get this from a lot of places around town. I got the packages like this from Amazon in a family pack of 4. And It looks really good. So part of the ramen bomb is a pack of ramen. The other half is some instant potatoes. I threw in some TVP for some extra protein and an individual sriracha serving packet. And it's not dinner without dessert. So this right here is a chocolate peanut butter chia pudding. These are in the little Target snack bags. They have, I like it because it has the portion control on here. You can fit up to a cup worth of stuff in here. It's really handy for, you know, serving purposes, I guess. And my snacks for the day, I tried to go with alternating snacks so that I never get bored, so that I'm always, you know, wanting to fuel my body. So I picked up these during Vegan Essentials food haul. These are Rico's spicy vegan pork rinds. I had never tried them before. Anytime there's some new weird vegan product, if it's something that I would be interested in eating, I just try it. It's pretty good and crunchy. I would say I kind of like the chili limon ones that we have here that are just like wheat chips that you can get at any H-E-B, any grocery store here in Texas. But these things are really good. And these would probably be good if you wanted to add them to something like soaking them in something like how sometimes people cook their pork rinds, or, you know, you could do a vegan version of that kind of monstrosity if you want. This right here is Go Macro bars. I love these things. They taste really good, minimal ingredients, and if you eat one of these, it stays with you for a long time, so you don't feel like you have to constantly eat something else. Finally, we have trail mix. This is Island Hopper. Got it from Whole Foods. It's a 365 trail mix, but I added some spicy chili mango in there just to add some extra fruit, and plus I really love that spicy chili mango. Okay, so for day 2, I really wanted to do something that I had never really done before on the trail, and that's breakfast tacos. I would say if you are a traveling vegan, if you're an outdoor vegan, breakfast is obviously the hardest meal of the day to get. It's usually laden with meat and eggs and milk and dairy and all the things that we don't eat. So when I saw this outdoor herbivore, it's a tofu scramble, dehydrated tofu scramble, I really jumped at the chance because I was always kind of jealous that whenever we go to REI, Ryan can find, you know, breakfast things for himself, but I can never find any breakfast things. So I saw this and I thought this was really interesting. Some Cholula hot sauce, more of the Amazing Grass, another cutie. So I'm really looking forward to this meal, and I hope this scramble is really good. It has potatoes and bell pepper and tofu in it, spinach, parsley. It just sounds really good. And for lunch, I have basically a peanut butter, banana, and date sandwich, or a wrap, as it were. So it's got the PB2, which is the dehydrated peanut butter in here in a little pack. Some Trader Joe's dehydrated bananas. These are the chewy kind. They still have a little bit of moisture to them. Really sticky and good. I don't know. It's almost like banana fruit leather. It's really good. The little straw thing in here is Date Lady's date syrup. So you just snip the top of that and drizzle it on whatever you want. I thought that sounded kind of interesting for a lunch. And if I don't eat the cutie at breakfast, I'd probably just throw that in there to add a little bit more to substance, I guess, to the wrap. And of course, another emergency. Then for dinner, this is another hiker favorite, couscous. This was a mushroom and herb couscous that I picked up from work. I added a little bit of TVP in there for some extra protein, and that sounds like a pretty easy meal. Just pour some hot water over it and let it sit for a little bit. And for dessert, half of a Theo's Black Quinoa Crunch Bar, kind of like a vegan and very, very, I don't know, sustainable, earth-friendly, fair trade, 85% chocolate bar. It's pretty good though. It tastes like a Nestle Crunch. For my snacks for the day, we have original in the Rico's pork rinds. We have a blueberry crisp Cliff Bar. We have my favorite munchy snack ever, peanut butter pretzels, and these are fruit gummies. So it's kind of like PB&J's on the go. I love this stuff. It is my obsession. It is a problem, but it is so good. Okay, for day 3, we have some more oatmeal. We have cinnamon raisin oatmeal. I just put some pepitas in here, cinnamon, crimson raisins, all that kind of jazz, a classic. Another cutie, another amazing grass. For lunch, I figured this was long enough into any sort of adventure that I would probably be craving fresh things. So this is Pacific Crest vinaigrette. It is a salad from Outdoor Herbivore. It has a bunch of things in it: raisins and cranberries, almonds, broccoli, bell pepper, carrots, I think. This I'm really excited for. I haven't tried any of these things from Outdoor Herbivore either, so this will be great. And then for dinner, it is more of the ramen bomb with the nong shum, veggie noodle soup. And then for dessert, a tropical chia pudding with mango, banana, coconut, pistachios, and a little bit of coconut milk powder. I'm looking forward to that. I love anything tropical. Some more of the spicy Ricos. We have Everlasting Joy and Go Macro, which is probably my favorite flavor. It's coconut, almond butter, and chocolate chips. Super good. And some more of that trail mix with the chili mango. For day 4, we have, for breakfast, a true Southern classic. If you couldn't tell, I'm from Texas. These are basically cheese grits. So I have in here the white grits. I put a little bit of nutritional yeast, salt, and pepper. And then I bought one of those Dia makes the cheese sauces separate from any of their Macs. You just buy like a 3-pack, and so I brought a pack along with me. This isn't the most backpack friendly thing just because it's a liquid cheese, but I figure I would use at least half of it in the grits and maybe use the other half somewhere else along the line. Like if you bring refried beans, like dehydrated refried beans, you could have bean and cheese tacos or something, you know, something, anything. Even like grilled cheese. We've had grilled cheese and tomato soup while camping before. That is always fun. So, I mean, you could use this for anything really. Another amazing grass, another one of the cuties. Then for lunch, this is a loaded veggie hummus. I was thinking it would be a really good wrap. It's got some chickpeas in here. It's got zucchini, I think bell pepper, and carrots. And it's also got, I also put in here some shell-stable olives that I got from Trader Joe's just to add some fat and some salt to it. I'm really excited to try that one as well. I love hummus. Oh, and it's also got TVP chicken in it. That's what I thought was so cool. It's just this huge meal in one, really, made out of hummus. And oh man, it just sounds so good. Bring on the chips. This is also another emergency. And for dinner on day 4, we have bacon cheddar mac from Dia. I have not tried this before. I haven't even seen it in town yet. This was something that I ordered from Vegan Essentials because sometimes every once in a while I just gotta do a big order from them to keep up with the vegan times, because otherwise I'd be in the dark. And for dessert, another half of the Theo's Black Quinoa Crunch. Then we are talking about our snacks. Some more original Ricos. Another Cliff Bar. This is oatmeal raisin. And finally, my PB&J on the go. So all of this adds up to being around 2 pounds per day. But I decided to splurge just a little bit with another bag where I can keep some extra snackage if I want it. So in this bag, I have a few things. If I was going out and doing a long distance trail, I would probably add some crackers to this as well. But in here right now, I have the rest of that peanut butter, dehydrated peanut butter from Trader Joe's. Took it out of its packaging and just put it in a little sandwich bag. And then I have myself a drink bag because drinking water over and over again can kind of get boring and you still want to stay hydrated. So I don't do coffee, but in the morning I love to drink tea, or if I need, you know, a caffeine boost, I love to drink tea. So I have some cardamom tea, some peach cobbler tea, English breakfast tea, and also some soothing teas, healing teas, fennel, which is great for digestion, gypsy cold care, which is great if you have a sore throat or you're feeling a little gross, and then also some of that dehydrated coconut milk to add a little milkiness to my beverages. But I also purchased a while back, these are I think these are from Germany. It's called Whitey, and it's shelf-stable vegan creamer packets. You just buy a box. I think the box is like 20 bucks, and you know, throw these in your purse or your wallet or whatever. So if you're ever having to eat out with friends at a non-vegan establishment that doesn't even have almond or soy milk, you can have your coffee and put a little creamer packet in there. This is really cool. I've actually taken it with me before on some occasions. And then a little bit of sugar and some Noom tablets. These things are great. They flavor your water and give you electrolytes at the same time. This is the strawberry lemonade flavor. I do about a half a tab with the amazing grass, so it kind of takes away from the funky grass flavor of this. And finally, this other bag is a condiment bag. In here, I have just an array of hot sauce packets, sriracha packets, olive oil. I got these little bags, these little Ziploc bags. I have one for salt and one for pepper. I also have some extra peanut butter if I'm feeling hungry, maybe peanut butter and banana. And then I have some nutritional yeast because I don't know if that tofu scramble is gonna have enough nooch for me. And yeah, I just keep a bunch of different things in here because you never know. I think that's the worst feeling, is when you're trying to eat and you're camping out and all of a sudden you don't, you're eating something that doesn't taste good and you don't have any spices for it, so that sucks. And finally, this was also a little bit of a curiosity purchase, but this is a fig salami from Hellenic Farms. I bought this on Vegan Essentials. It's made from dried figs. It's got smoked paprika in it and Aleppo pepper. I think that this would make for a very good 4-day excursion. And stay tuned this week for all of the blog posts utilizing these things and a couple of other extra bonus ones, okay? Bye!